The notion of a satanic new world order using climate change propaganda to oppress humanity is a complex and multifaceted topic. This idea is rooted in conspiracy theories that suggest a group of powerful individuals and organizations are working together to create a one-world government that would control every aspect of people's lives. Climate change, in this context, is seen as a tool to further their agenda of oppression and manipulation. Proponents of this theory argue that the climate change narrative is being used to justify draconian measures that infringe upon individual freedoms and national sovereignty. They claim that the idea of man-made climate change is being exaggerated or even fabricated to create a sense of urgency and panic, which can then be exploited to push for radical policies and regulations. These policies, they argue, would ultimately lead to a loss of personal liberties, economic hardship, and a transfer of power from nation-states to a centralized, global authority. One of the key tactics allegedly used by the Satanic New World Order is the manipulation of scientific data and the suppression of dissenting voices. Climate skeptics who question the severity or causes of climate change are often labeled as deniers and faced with intimidation, ridicule, and even career sabotage. This, proponents of the theory argue, is a deliberate attempt to stifle debate and create a false consensus around the issue of climate change. Furthermore, the emphasis on climate change is seen as a distraction from more pressing issues, such as economic inequality, government corruption, and social injustice. By focusing attention on a supposedly existential threat like climate change, the Satanic New World Order is able to divert attention away from the real problems that plague society and to further their own agenda of control and domination. Another aspect of this theory is the role of international organizations, such as the United Nations, in promoting the climate change agenda. The UN Sustainable Development Goals (SDG), for example, are seen as a blueprint for a global, socialist system that would reward national sovereignty and individual freedoms. The SDG's emphasis on global citizenship and international cooperation is interpreted as a code for a one-world government, where decisions are made by an elite group of bureaucrats and technocrats rather than by elected representatives of nation-states. In addition, the Satanic New World Order is also accused of using climate change propaganda to justify draconian economic measures such as carbon taxes, green bonds, and sustainable infrastructure projects. These measures, proponents of the theory argue, would lead to massive transfer of wealth from the middle class to a small elite of bankers, investors, and corporate executives. The resulting economic hardship and social unrest would then be used to justify further oppression and control, ultimately leading to a totalitarian, one-world government. In conclusion, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is using climate change propaganda to oppress humanity is a complex and multifaceted theory that encompasses a wide range of issues, from scientific manipulation and censorship to economic control and social engineering. While this theory may seem far-fetched or even paranoid to some, it is clear that the climate change agenda has become a highly politicized and polarizing issue, with many people on both sides of the debate feeling strongly passionate and concerned about the future of humanity. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to critically evaluate the evidence and arguments presented, and to make their own informed decisions about the role of climate change in shaping our world.